Hi guys, Ben from Korg Australia, and we're down at Kosmic's Gearfest 2013 checking out the Volca series. Here we've got the Volca keys, and once again, as you most probably all know, it's a full analog synthesizer with 3-note polyphony. So you can either play it using the onboard keyboard, flicking octave using this button here, or of course it's got the MIDI in, so we can run in a MIDI keyboard and use a real keyboard, which would be a little easier to handle. So it's a very versatile synth, basically, probably one of the most versatile out of the three, where you've got so much range, so you can actually get some really fat bass sounds out of this, as well as some really cool synth lead sounds and pads. So of course you've got the voltage control cut off and the peak. And on top of that, just like with the bass, we've got an LFO. We can get a bit of motion happening. Next to that, we've got our envelope generator, so we can adjust the attack. And what's really cool, and I find a lot of fun on the keys in particular, is you've actually got a built-in delay. So we can actually turn this on up here. So what's another really unique feature of this one is over on this side we can choose whether we have the 3-note polyphonic mode, you've got a unison mode, so we can hear those two pitches in at once, and over on this side we can actually detune the second one. You've got a fair bit of scope on that too. So on top of that, we can slip in an octave mode. And what you might want to do is there's also portamento control, so we can probably going to keep that delay on for the whole thing because it's just that good. Now on top of that we've got fifth, so we can a unison ring mode, which is quite interesting. And then we've got poly ring, so we can actually get some very metallic-y kind of sounds and very interesting tones. So once again, my big fingers is making it a little bit difficult, but as I said, you can chuck in a MIDI keyboard and it'll be a lot easier. So, of course, as with the other Volca series, it's got obviously the step sequencer. So once you've played around, had a bit of a tweak of the knobs and find some sounds you like, we can then... So now that I've played around with all this, it doesn't sound too great. Let's just take that back down. Probably put it back in a poly mode. And of course, you've got the 8 memory presets as well. So like the other ones, you do have a couple other functions underneath. You can actually, with this one's unique to this model, the tempo can be halved or quartered, so you can effectively double the length of the 16 bar sequence, or 16 step rather. And you've also got a metronome, which is very handy for when you're first laying down your stuff. As you can see, tempo delay, and you've got flux mode as well, so you can get pretty creative with some of those things. And as the others, you've got the active step, so we can get some pretty interesting kind of time signatures and things like that happening. So if you want to know more about the Volca keys, you can check it out at kosmic.com.au or come down and see them in the store. They'll be happy to show you through it. We'll see you next time.